Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the massive, behind-the-scenes scope of information technology. If you've ever wondered how the digital world actually operates, and more importantly, how you can carve out a highly profitable space for yourself within it, well, you are absolutely in the right place. Let's get into it. Here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the IT-driven world. Then, data, the digital fuel. Next, hardware versus software explained. And finally, we'll wrap up with your future in IT. All right, part one, the IT-driven world. Look around you. Our whole modern society is completely reliant on physical infrastructure, right? A combo of metal, rubber, and fuel moves you across the globe, while some specific pieces of plastic and wire let you talk to someone thousands of miles away. But you know what the absolute most crucial infrastructure is today? It's entirely invisible. It's the technology we use to store and retrieve data. And trust me, the modern economy is just desperate for people who truly understand how this complex architecture works. So what exactly is information technology? Well, looking at its economic footprint, it is essentially the entire technological infrastructure used to manage and exchange electronic data. We're talking the whole shebang, the integrated use of computer systems, networks, physical devices, and automated processes to create, modify, and safely store data at scale. It's literally the invisible nervous system of modern enterprise. Moving right along to Section 2, data, the digital fuel. Now, we all kind of get the basics of data, but at the enterprise level, data is the raw material. It's the digital fuel that these massive IT systems are specifically built to process, analyze, and ultimately monetize. This includes everything from super complex numerical sequences right down to simple user statistics, all designed to help end users execute tasks and make really high-level decisions. And here is where the true value of IT really hits you. Think about human capabilities versus modern computing. Sure, our brains and a good old pen and paper can handle processing data, but let's be real, that does not scale. Computers, on the other hand, they process millions, literally millions of data points all at the same time, and their memory banks lock down massive troves of info without ever misplacing a sticky note. Actually, scratch that, without even needing a sticky note. Because of this insane level of efficiency, IT is the absolute backbone of day-to-day business. It touches literally every human activity that involves electronic data. We're talking automating customer service, smoothing out daily communications, and locking down sensitive financial records. At the end of the day, utilizing IT is the definitive key to scaling a business to make more money. Master these systems, and you've got incredible leverage, whether you're joining a Fortune 500 company or launching your very own startup. All right, Section 3, hardware versus software explained. You're probably familiar with the standard architectural split here. Hardware represents the stuff you can physically touch, your personal PC, mobile phones, tablets, or heavy-duty enterprise servers. Software, on the other hand, is the intangible stuff. It's the programming that actually executes the tasks. The websites, back-end systems, and applications that rely on all that physical hardware's processing power. And if we drill down into software, it splits cleanly into two camps. On one side, you've got foundational operating systems, think iOS or Android, that manage the hardware right at its core. On the other side, you have the application layer. These are the specialized, task-based programs you use every single day. Things like your databases, email servers, and collaboration tools like Slack, Dropbox, HubSpot, or Google Drive. Which brings us to our final section, Section 4, your future in IT. So, what does this all mean for you? Well, with the global economy going fully digital, having a technical skill set puts you in an incredibly robust job market. Get this, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median annual wage for IT occupations is an impressive $97,000. Let that sink in. Compare that to the $45,000 median for all other fields. We are looking at a massive premium here, more than double the salary. But maybe you're thinking, I don't have years of experience. Well, the barrier to entry might be way lower than you expect. Glassdoor data actually shows that a completely entry-level position, like an IT help desk technician, averages over $50,000 a year right out of the gate. It's an ecosystem that rewards technical know-how from day one. And it's not just about the paycheck. Working in IT keeps you actively engaged with the absolute latest tech innovations. Plus, the career paths are incredibly diverse. You could pivot into IT management, operate as a systems analyst, or focus on web development. If stopping hackers is your thing, go into cybersecurity. Or maybe cloud or database administration is more your speed.
There is for sure a high-impact niche for every type of analytical mind.
If you want proof of just how accessible this field really is, the source material highlights a fascinating case study about a woman named Della. She successfully landed a six-figure job at her dream company in just 1.5 months. Yes, you heard me right, 1.5 months. And she did it with zero prior experience, simply by leveraging highly focused, accessible training programs. It's such a great reminder of how quickly you can pivot your trajectory when you target an industry in such high demand.
So here's the big question to wrap up this explainer. Knowing how completely dependent our modern economy is on data, are you going to take advantage of the available training and secure your piece of the infrastructure? The foundation is built, the data is flowing. The only question is, are you ready to manage it? Thanks so much for joining me today, and I really hope this sparked some serious curiosity about your potential in IT. Catch you next time.